Welcome everyone. I got this email from Marty Deschap, which is a student from France, and he just started urban planning, and he was on YouTube to watch some urban landscape master plan and rendering videos, and he sent me this email because he had the question where I did get the line work from in this video here, and if it's from a real situation or if it's created randomly. And yes, I already answered his email. It's a fantasy situation in this case, and it's not created in AutoCAD as he assumed. It's created in Archicad, but the software doesn't matter. You need a drafting software to create this line work, and it's imported into Photoshop as a PDF file. And I asked myself if there is any kind of way to create the line work automatically from real life situations. And yes, I got this idea. It only works for the buildings, it doesn't work for the streets. And anyway, it works for the buildings, and you maybe need a Google Maps or Google Earth photo for the trees and for the parks and for the streets and all this stuff. But I'm going to show you a way how to create automatically line work from buildings of real life situations in a couple of steps. So let's begin. We start in the good old internet, and you have to go to OpenStreetMap.org, and you have to create an account, which is 100% free. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to download any stuff from OpenStreetMap. Once you created an account, you see something like this. In the upper left corner, there's a field where you can type in any location on Earth, or you can just hover over our beautiful globe and zoom in for any situation or location you want to. In this case, I maybe start with the place where I live, and I zoom in a little bit, and I want to have some buildings here, which is important because I want to export the building line work, and I zoom in as much as possible, so OpenStreetMap shows more level of detail the more you zoom in. So let's stick with this situation here. Once you finished locating the location you want to have to, you click on this button here on the right side, which means share. You choose PDF as the format. Obviously the other ones are pixelated, you need the vectorized format, and you check in the box at choose section. There you see the box, and now you can change the scale to something which makes sense, in this case 1 to 1000. And now when I click onto download here on the right side, this box here will be created as a PDF file. And that's all. Let's do it. So next step, Archicad. We have the map, the PDF file, and we just drag and drop it into Archicad. You can use any other drafting software or BIM software which is capable of transferring PDF files into hatches and lines. Before we transfer it, we can crop it. I will crop it to keep the data small in this video, so I pull on these edges here. And if you're finished, just right click on the PDF and go to explode into current view. Don't check in keep original, because then you obviously will keep the original, which will lay on top of all the hatches and drawings. And then just click OK and wait. And this will happen in, let's say, 5 of 10 cases. It puts a black or sometimes a grayish or a beige or brownish layer or fill on top. You can just click on it and delete it. In this case, these are 2 of them, and you finally have your result. Now, how do I get the outlines of the buildings? That's really simple, because he automatically created the outlines here. These are polylines with the pen color 12. And on important buildings, like on this church, it has the pen color 9. So we can go into Find and Select, our filter tool in Archicad. We can say we want to have polylines. When we click on one and go on Copy Settings, it's the easiest way. And our second criteria is the pen. And we have the pen 12 right now, but we also want the pen 9, so we can add another criteria, which will be also the pen. And say 12 or, which is important, not and also go on 9. And then we press on the plus and we have 28 polylines, which are the outlines of the buildings, and we can drag them out of the PDF and delete the rest. And that's it. We have the polylines, the outlines of all the buildings here. You can do this with way bigger sections, and the problem with the streets is that, I go one step back, they are exported as line work. Yes, you can take the line work and play with the line weight or multiply it to create some distance between the lines to have the real road width or something like this. But maybe it's easier if you import the Google Maps or Google Earth image in the background and you draw the roads on top. But you have the buildings already and you can work with this. And yeah, that's one way how to create line work for buildings, to make urban master plan renderings. And I hope I showed you something new, and I hope you can use OpenStreetMap with Archicad for whatever reason, and this helped you. And as always, have a nice day and stay creative.